Hello friends, today we are going to talk about the Israel-Palestine conflicts. Okay, so we will talk about the context of this conflict also, why we are particularly discussing this topic right now, and we will go into somewhat detail regarding the conflict. Okay, in brief we will talk about it. So what is the context? Why particularly we are talking about this topic now? Because Israel's warplane has struck the Gaza Strip. Okay, we will talk about that. Where is the Gaza Strip? Where is the Israel and all that? Okay, so Israel warplane has struck the Gaza Strip because Palestine was firing the rockets fires towards the Israel. So there was some kind of a clash was going on. Okay, it was going on since years, but right now it has become more active now, where Palestine is rocket firing the Israel. Then Israel warplanes are going to Gaza Strip into the Palestine, and they are attacking each other. Okay, so this is going on. So what is this? What is this conflict actually? Israel-Palestine conflict. See, Israel and Palestine, they belong to Middle East, Western Asian part. Okay, Israel even touches Mediterranean Sea. So what is the conflict? Say in 1917, the British Foreign Secretary, the name of the Foreign Secretary was Arthur James Balfour. So this Arthur James Balfour, he said that Jewish people should have their national home, should have their own country, and it should be in a Palestine state. So Palestine was a separate country there. So it said that Jewish national home or Jewish country will be in a Palestine. If you see the map, you will understand here. Okay, this was the condition 1947. So before 1947, this was the condition. Palestine was controlling the larger part where the Israel and Palestine in today's situation rest. So Palestine was controlling the larger part, and the white area that you are seeing here in between, that were the Jewish settlement. That was the situation in 1917 also till 1947 also. So United Nations in 1947 presented a plan to divide the area into independent Jewish state and independent Palestine state. It has to be divided. Okay, so in 1947 it has given that partition plan. But in 1948, what the Arab countries surrounding the Israel, like Saudi was there, Syria was there, okay, Egypt was there. These countries attacked the Israel, and there was a fight in 1948. Then Israel defeated these countries. So Israel controlled more part, 50% more territory than what was originally promised to him in United Nations partition plan. So understand it by the diagram here. See, United Nations partition plan was this. Like this much area in white will be Israel, and this in green it will be Palestine. But after this war, what happened? Israel actually controlled more area than what was there that was promised in this region. Israel controlled more than that area. Okay, so which was that area? This was the area. So you can see that this was the partition plan. This was area which was to be given to Israel. Now Israel controlled this much area. So Israel is actually after the war controlled more area than the partition plan. So in 1967, there was a war which is called as 6-day Arab-Israeli war. Again, Arab countries attacked the Israel. Then also after the 6-day war, Israel became winner. Israel defeated the Arab countries. So Israel even seized the Golan Heights from the Syria. It has seized the West Bank and East Jerusalem from the Jordan, and the Sinai Peninsula and the Gaza Strip from the Egypt. In the map, you will able to see here. See, Israel has seized these Golan Heights from Syria, then West Bank and Jerusalem from the Jordan, and this Gaza Strip and the Sinai Peninsula from the Egypt. It has seized. Okay. But in 1979, Israel and Egypt had an agreement. With this agreement, Israel returned the Sinai Peninsula to Egypt back. And with that, Egypt became the first Arab nation to officially recognize the Israel as a state. In today's condition also, so many Arab nations are there which are still has not recognized the Israel. One of the biggest one was the Saudi Arabia. It has not recognized Israel as a state. Okay. But Egypt officially recognized with an agreement where it recognized the Israel, and Israel returned the Sinai Peninsula. You can see there, here is the Sinai Peninsula. So Israel returned the Sinai Peninsula to Egypt, and Egypt recognized the Israel as a separate state. Okay. So what is this Abraham Accord? It was in news. It was regarding the Israel also and Palestine also and Arab nations also. Just last year it was in news. What was this Abraham Accord? So this Abraham Accord was between Israel, UAE and Bahrain. So UAE and Bahrain are the Arab states. Okay, so UAE and Arab state, before this Abraham Accord in 2020, last year, they have not recognized Israel as a separate state before. They has not recognized it. But after this Abraham Accord between Israel, UAE and Bahrain, UAE and Bahrain recognized the Israel now. Okay, what happened with that? Palestine definitely will not like that, because there is a war which was going on between Israel and Palestine for the existence. So with this agreement, UAE and Bahrain will establish, what they will establish? They will establish the embassy and exchange the ambassador with the Israel, UAE and Bahrain. Okay, then they will work together with the Israel with respect to different sectors like tourism, trade, healthcare and the security. Also, this agreement particularly says that the Arab countries, like important Arab countries like that of UAE and Bahrain, now they are decoupling themselves from the Palestine question. They are going away from the Palestine questions now. Now they are not supporting Palestine, and they want a real life, real diplomacy. Okay, so they reality based diplomacy. Now they know Israel is a established state, and that's why they are recognizing the Israel now, and that's how Palestine is now feeling cheated. Palestine feeling that it is losing its support, and that's the thing, that's what's happening. What is the India's condition, or India's take on this Israel-Palestine conflict? What is India's take? So India first take was in 1947. India rejected the United Nations partition plan. We have seen that United Nations has given the partition plan. India rejected the partition plan because it just before few hours, see, the partition plan was presented in November 1947. India got independence in August 1947. So India was having the experience of its partition. It was a recent experience, so, and that was not a good experience. So India rejected this partition plan, and India recognized the Israel in 1950. And India became one of the first country to recognize the Palestine also as a separate state in 1988. Okay, so India recognized both Israel and Palestine. And since 2018, it is de-hyphenating the relationship between Israel and Palestine. What is de-hyphenating? That means India will deal Israel separately as a separate state. It will deal with Palestine as a separate state, and it will not mix Israel and Palestine issue with each other. Okay, that is called as de-hyphenation of the issue. Indian Prime Minister visited the Israel by that time, and that's why India accepted this practice of de-hyphenation, treating both countries separately, not to mix the relationship between these two countries and the India. And it favors the two-state solution. See, I already told you, India recognized Israel also, India recognized Palestine also. So definitely India favors a two-state solution, that two separate state, one Israel, one Palestine. It should be recognized separately, and they should live peacefully. That is the India's take on Israel-Palestine conflict. If you like this video, please subscribe the channel, like the video, comment on the video, share the video. Thank you so much.